Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Memo of understanding. One more time. Here are the big chunks here. Okay, everybody ready for your mind to be blown? It's actually very, very understandable. War ends on all fronts, including Lebanon. 60 days to reach final agreement. Blockade ends. Hormuz traffic starts moving. Iran removes mines. Iran economic rehab, a possible $300 billion in financing. Sanctions on Iran will end. Iran never makes a nuclear weapon. Never. The funds are unfrozen, and there is an implementation mechanism to oversee the removal of the uranium dust. And, for some, that doesn't sound, that's not hard line enough. Remember, if we get them to do, well, you can never trust them. That's fine. We watch them. You realize our satellite technology, how big? First of all, we have human spies. And then we have satellite technology that literally, when you imagine a box of toothpaste. Toothpaste actually comes in a box, right? Picture Colgate toothpaste. And then you take it out of the box. And let's say you're interested in what the ingredients are. And on the back of the tube, it has little fine print writing. Our satellites can read that writing. Here's another example. Anybody eat Cheerios lately? I have not eaten Cheerios since 1978. That used to be like mandatory. Everybody ate Cheerios. And then they invented Honey Nut. Oh, actually, yeah, we revisited Cheerios in the 80s when they came out with Honey Nut Cheerios. On the side of the box where they have, this is part of a nutritious breakfast. You'll get all your vitamins if you eat a dozen eggs and broccoli, including this Honey Nut bowl of cereal. If you look at that print it's very small. It's fine print. A satellite can read that. A satellite in space can read that on the ground. We will know what these bastards are doing if they decide to even try to go in that direction. Kaboom! That's how we will reward them for that kind of behavior. I have no problem unfreezing the money. It's their money. It's not like, we kept it. Hey, we've unfrozen the money before. After the Iranian hostages, we got them back. We unfroze the assets. Took us a while. We didn't do it right away, but we did it. I think this is good. Now, the other thing people are like, the memo of understanding. We got to see it. We got to see it. We got to see it. Well, you'll see it, but it's an understanding. The fine print on a credit card application, if you really look at that stuff, oh my gosh, who would ever sign up for a credit card with all this stuff? But we do. And we understand the situation. We buy stuff. It goes on our credit card bill. If we wait, we got to pay more, right? If we wait too long, we got to pay a lot. And then they're going to cut off the credit card. That's the bottom line. That's the understanding that I have between me and my credit card company and you and the credit card company. That's why I pay. And if we don't, I don't care what the hell that stuff says. And that's just a way for people to litigate when they want trouble. Anybody ever look at the story of McDonald's, the restaurant McDonald's? So way back in the day, like in the 50s, this was kind of a radical concept, having fast food, paper, hamburgers served in paper. What are you putting it on paper for? You got to put it on a plate. And the McDonald's brothers, they were brothers. They figured out, no, you actually don't need a plate. We'll just wrap some paper around it. And then they found some other things. And wow, this is really convenient. And we'll give it right to you in a bag. Nobody ever had food in a bag. That's not how it was done. They were the first to do that. So it gets more and more popular, and a guy notices, what the hell's going on here? These guys are pretty good. This is an interesting concept. So the McDonald brothers hire a guy named Ray Kroc, who really knows business, and then figures out a couple of brilliant things, and they draw up a big contract, and the contract says exactly what he can do and not do, and the McDonald's brothers are kind of small-time guys, and they get a little bit spooked, and they start waving around the contract. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, listen to what Ray Kroc did. And, I don't condone this necessarily, but they do say contracts are made to be broken.